Mr. Intellivision.
Plimpton.
I bet it's great doing all those Intellivision commercials. I bet you get to keep all the games. Me and my friends like Night Stalker the best.
Here, your friends won't have this new one. Lock and Chase.
Would you autograph it for me?
Certainly. What's your name?
My name?
Welcome back to another episode of Saturday Afternoon Gaming. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're taking a look at Lock and Chase on the Intellivision. This is a 1981 maze game, and as you can see, it's sort of a spin on Pac-Man, basically. It was Data East's response to Pac-Man. This game actually did come out in the arcades, and it was ported to many a home system, including things like Atari and the Apple II and stuff. We're playing it on the Intellivision because, well, we don't play a lot of Intellivision games, and part of my mission is to basically play as many old systems and old games as I can get my greedy little paws on. And oh god, we're trapped. We're trapped. Oh! So basically, in Pac-Man, you are some kind of weird pumpkin-headed creature who is trying to eat and gobble up all the little Pac-Man pellets. In Lock and Chase here, you are a thief. Oh god. And your goal is to steal all the coins, basically. And there are some cops chasing you. They're not called cops, they're called Super Ds. Whatever that stands for. Maybe like Super Detective or something. Oh god, oh god. Damn it, I'm so bad at this. This game's actually quite tricky. There's less space on the field than it feels like you need. So kind of the interesting element of this game are these opening and closing doors. And you actually have the power, see if I can do it, to like place your own doors. Oh god, that totally screwed me. I created a dead end to which I could not escape. So if you're good, you can place doors and you can block the Super Ds from getting you. So this game is all about sort of temporary blockages and like sneaking around. And it's a stealth-based game, basically. I mean, that's what Pac-Man was, too, in a way. Game over. We did not pass level 1. Let's go ahead and give this one more shot here. 7 players. No. No, how do I undo that? Hold on. Okay, there we go. We want 1 player. Let's do this. Imagine if me and my 6 best friends gathered around to play Lock and Chase here. Now, the last Intellivision game that I actually played was Utopia with Jordan when he was a guest on the channel. And that game, Jordan and I both actually were surprised by and we had a lot of fun with. And it kind of, ever since then, I've been wanting to find another Intellivision game to play. And so eventually, I kind of stumbled upon this one. Aha, there's little Pac-Man-like teleporters on the sides of screens. Damn it! I keep messing up stupidly. I'm like walking into the enemies. The controls feel a little delayed because it is an older television game, so it's not totally my fault. But anyway, yes, the Utopia was the last Intellivision game that I played. And that one I was playing on the Intellivision Flashback, the sort of classic re-release mini console that they did for the Intellivision. And I was actually really looking forward to cracking that thing open and playing this today. But it turns out that this is one of the classic games on the Intellivision that was actually not released on the Intellivision Flashback Classic. So the only way to actually play this on genuinely, is to track down an Intellivision and a copy of this game. So, truth be told, I did not do that for today. Oh god, I was just totally screwed there. So I am playing this on an emulator. I'm actually using a Sega Genesis controller. Because I don't have an Intellivision controller I can connect to a PC. But here's the interesting thing about the Sega Genesis controller. I don't know if you guys have ever actually taken a close look at that controller, but its connector is the exact same kind of connector that the Atari 2600 used. So if you have a Sega Genesis, you've never looked at this before, just like go and look at the end of a Sega Genesis controller, and if you have an Atari, like crack that one out for comparison. They're the exact same connector, and guess what? The Sega Genesis controller, was actually backwards compatible. with the Atari. So you could plug a Genesis controller into an Atari 2600. What happened? Did we die, or the whole level reset? Did we pass a level? I know that if you collect all the dots in those yellow doors, and kind of the top and bottom of the map will open up, and then you can escape. Here, let's place a door. There we go. Nobody's chasing us. So yeah, we are a sneaky thief trying to steal crown jewels, and we just got a crown, a literal crown. And yeah. So yeah, Sega Genesis controller, kind of interesting that it works, that it will work on an Atari. And so I just sort of thought, well, it's the next best thing, because the Intellivision also uses the same connector port as the Atari. Oh god. These cops are actually not very smart. They don't actually really chase you, it seems. They sort of casually walk in your direction. Damn it. I gotta get better at this. I'm shocked at how hard this first level is. We're also not really making full use of the ability to drop doors, so I kind of have to work on that too. So let's try again here. Data East, by the way, the company that made this game. So yeah, this game did not appear in the Intellivision flashback. Very missed opportunity, I think. Oh god, what was I supposed to do there? But, Data East is an old school gaming company. They did games like, Joe and Mac, I believe, back when we played that. They've done Bad Dudes, International Karate, which I think we've played, Burger Time, which is on my to-play list eventually one day, and also, no spoilers, but perhaps a game we may be seeing real soon, which is Karate Champ. Oh god, I can't believe I'm still alive. Those cops suck. See ya, coppers. Ah, oh god. I went up for that upside down T, which I think is like a top hat. It might be an extra life, and it's gone. God damn it. So we died trying to, that's the worst, when you die trying to get an extra life, because it negates the whole process. Rather than going up a life, you go down. It's just sort of like, it's worse than dying normally, I would say. Dying to get an extra life. Let's get away from there. The heat's too much on the west side of the map. Ah, I got that coin! Sagas! Let's drop a wall. Okay, I can't. Oh, I did. I dropped one. There, they'll never get out of that. Apparently you can trap these cops. You can drop like enough walls to like, oh, jeez. I can't believe I'm alive. Can't believe I'm alive. Oh my god, oh, the extra life. It was right there and then it disappeared. That's okay. They're all getting kind of like trapped on the side there. Oh, look at this! The tables have turned. What's happening now? Do I get to eat them? No. Okay, I just got a bunch of money and they all like froze in one spot. I'm gonna assume that was the police bribe. Okay. I'm gonna try and like lure them up here. And when they're all up in this direction, I'm gonna gun it down here and try and get these last few coins. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now so we're in a vault, by the way. And once you exit, boom! You win. It's kind of like this is basically like Ocean's 11, the video game. So, hey, we actually passed a level legitimately. Unfortunately, all the subsequent levels are basically identical to what we just saw. So, you see one level, you see them all. So, yeah, I don't think there's going to be a long video today, guys, because I feel like this gameplay is going to get stale. But nonetheless, it's fun to go back to these, like, oh god, what did I do? I'm screwed. It's fun to go back to these like really old games sometime and just kind of mess around. This game, by the way, as I already said, it was released in arcades. It was actually the first game to be part of Data East's Deco cassette system, which was a system that they released that allowed arcade systems to be purchased once, and then you could sort of swap a cassette in the back, and they would play different, games. Damn it, I should have kept going. I would have been okay. This kind of idea where like you could take an old arcade system and you could like swap its board out or whatever and like have it play a different game, that actually caught on, and later in the history of arcades, arcade owners would do that. They would like buy a game and then they would like swap it out. But this was actually like, they would send you an audio cassette that you would put into the system and it would swap the game out for another game. Oh my god, I can't believe I survived that. God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god, the tension is unbelievable. Okay, we got a lot of heat over here. Let's try and lure them to the... Oh look, that guy's trapped in the door. The red guy got trapped there. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to figure out... Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. We're okay. Oh, God. Okay, I think it's like suicide to go up there. There's too many of them. But I can teleport over here. I think I can get this safely. Oh, my God, they left us undefended. The coins are mine. See ya, coppers. Boom. Did we just pass 2 levels? I'm impressed with myself. Now, yeah, I do wish that they had, like, changed up the maze. I don't think it would have been that hard for them to, like, come up with different mazes, but, I mean, it is kind of the Pac-Man model. Like, the Pac-Man, the video game, you literally are just in that one maze forever. Like, there's literally no variety. It is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm shocked that Pac-Man is so basic. Like, they don't do anything. Like, there's nothing. There's, like, no effort to change up the game world at all. I feel like I'm getting better at this, by the way. It's getting easier to evade these cops. These cops are predictable. There we go. Just gotta, like, outmaneuver them. This game is... I feel like Pac-Man's a little more about stealth. This is more about just, like, raw maneuverability. Now, here's a question for you guys. So in this game, you are running around collecting coins. Is this the first video game ever? I'm asking, like, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm asking you guys. Oh, God! Ah, damn it. I probably could have snuck through there if I was a little better. But is this the first video game ever where a hero, he's a thief, but a hero is collecting coins? Because I think that we often always assume that Super Mario is the character who collects coins, you know? Like when Sega made Sonic, they didn't make Sonic collect coins, they made him collect rings, which are basically the same thing. But, you know, for, like, legal purposes, they can't collect coins or whatever. They felt like it would be too obvious to have Sonic collecting coins, and they didn't want to be, like, just copying Mario, so they had him collect rings. And often, you know, there's, like, gems or other shiny things that other video game characters collect. Coins kind of seem like Mario's domain. But here we have a game in 1981, 4 years before Super Mario. You know, Donkey Kong might have been out or was just about to come out, but there's no coins in Donkey Kong. So here we have a game in 1981, 4 years before Mario, and the character's collecting coins. Is this the first instance of gaming history where a character collects coins? I am kind of curious. If that is so, then that means that Mario, in fact, copied Lock and Chase here. Now, I don't think the developers may not have actually necessarily copied Lock and Chase. You know, the idea of a character collecting coins is something they could have stumbled on themselves. But nonetheless, it's sort of interesting how, you know, like these are golden coins too. I think many of us associate the collection of golden coins with like Super Mario, right? Like it just feels very Mario to run around. Oh God. Oh my God, I can't believe that guy didn't catch me. Oh no, I placed a door and trapped myself. Oh man. The door placement is actually kind of confusing to me. I'm not 100% sure how this is supposed to work. Let's see if I can use it here, though. Oh, look at that. I just trapped the purple guy. All right. And I think you can only place, 2 doors at a time. So now that I have 2 down... Oh, God damn it. Why did I get 200 bonus points for dying there? That was weird. All right. We're going to try one more round of Lock and Chase here. Going to go ahead and play for 1 player. Other games, by the way, that did not make it onto the Intellivision flashback include Burger Time, which is like a really big game back in the day. That was a huge arcade game, and it was ported to pretty much everything. Oh God, oh my God, I can't believe I survived. I was trying to go up, but I missed my turn, and then it ended up working out. Oh, I got 200 bonus points. That is not an extra life. Oh God, we're trapped. I regret everything. I regret everything. So I guess there's no way to get extra lives in this. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. These old arcade games were so basic. Boom! Get out of here, purple man. Nobody's following me. I like to imagine that the doors that you're throwing down to kind of like lock the cops out are kind of like pushing over a bookshelf or whatever. When you know, you're like being chased, you like throw a bookshelf into a hall and that like knocks the guys away. Haha! There we go. I think I can pass another level if I concentrate. This game is just surprisingly hard. I feel like Pac-Man is actually a lot easier than this. So this was Data East's attempt to copy and kind of cash in on the Pac-Man craze. Funnily enough, I think there was a clone of this for I think it was the Atari 8-bit, and it was called like Burger and Fries or something. I think they rethemed it, so it was no longer a thief collecting coins. It was like a hungry man collecting food or something, which basically just sounds like they're turning being a hobo into a video game, which carries some political implications. I mean, like, it's not the most sensitive thing to do, but it was the 80s, so whatever. It's what they did. Boom, boom, lock that guy off. He's not chasing me. Okay, we got one more coin to get. One more coin to grab. Oh, that red guy. He's gonna make my life difficult, isn't he? Oh, this is stupid. I couldn't even get to it because the yellow guy was right there. Damn. When there's only one coin left, it's actually harder. I found this in Pac-Man 2 as a kid. The game was a lot easier at the beginning of a level because you could just go wherever you want and collect whatever you want. But once there's only one item left, your options get really limited. But we did pass the level. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to say. So the Deco cassette tape system that the arcade version of this game was a part of, they would mail or deliver cassette tapes to arcade owners so they could put those cassettes in the back of their arcade machines, and then the arcade machines would play different games. Playing video games off of cassette tapes, I think, is like one of the most retro things you can do. That is even before my time, I think. Like playing cassette tape video games. I think I had done it a few times. I think my grandparents owned a VIC-20 when I was a kid. And they didn't have many games, but I do kind of remember they had a cassette tape player. And even back in those days, it was like, wow, like a cassette tape? A video game plays... I mean, I didn't even understand how could a cassette tape that plays music also play a video game? I mean, it's all just magnetic storage medium. I understand that now. But as a kid, I was like, but this thing plays music. How on earth are you putting a video game on this? It doesn't make any sense. The physics of it don't make sense. But of course they did. I was just a kid, damn it. But yeah, could you imagine? I feel like as a kid, even the big 5 1/4-inch floppy disks, like the actual discs that were actually floppy, because, they had the little 3 1/4-inch ones later on that were actually hard. But the big black floppy disks, even those were like a little before my time. I remember my uncle had a computer when I was a kid, and he, in the basement was his computer. It was actually old even at that time. But I remember he had like a big, what would you call it? Like a collection of like games on these like black floppy disks. God damn it. And I remember going down as a kid and just like sifting through and looking for games I'd never heard of and trying them out one at a time. And you didn't know anything other than the title. So you put a disc in and you'd try and get it to run. You didn't know what the executable command was. You'd have to use dir and look for all.exe or all.com. And you just try different games. I remember I played Alley Cat that way. That's how I found that one. Leisure Suit Larry, first time I ever played that was on a floppy disk in my uncle's basement. Battletech, the Crescent Hawks Inception, which we just beat this summer. I remember that's how I discovered that game. My love affair with Battletech would not have existed without 5 1/4-inch floppy disks. Anyway, I think this game has kind of run its course. Lock and Chase for the Intellivision. It's kind of a fun game. I think it is like an interesting sort of riff on Pac-Man with like the opening and closing doors and the ability to drop doors. I think if you get better dropping the doors, you could really use that to your advantage. The thing I don't like is that the map always stays the same. And I mean, I guess, Pac-Man didn't have varying maps, so if you're competing with Pac-Man, it's excusable. But it would be cool if it was sort of more Donkey Kong-esque, maybe, where there were like 3 or 4 levels that you could see, Like Donkey Kong only was very repetitive too, but at least there was like 3 or 4 levels. And it was about the same time as this, so. But, kind of an interesting game. It is a shame it didn't make it onto the Intellivision flashback, but... what are you going to do? I don't think they're ever going to do another Intellivision flashback. Like, the time has passed, so, it is what it is. It's lost to the ages now, unless you can find a ROM of it, or you can go ahead and find an original copy, which is getting harder and harder these days. Anyway, guys, I hope you had fun. If I did give you a healthy dose of nostalgia today, don't forget to like the video and all that stuff, and I will be back soon with another video and another game, so don't forget to tune back in soon. All right, guys, you take care of yourselves. and peace.
Intellivision master component from Intellivision. Lock and Chase video game cartridge sold separately.